My fellow Pennsylvanian, good friend, Congressman Lloyd Smucke.
I'd like to thank Mr. Keller for your leadership on this issue. A wonderful colleague from Pennsylvania introduced the Congressional Review Act, and I rise today in strong support of this act, which would block President Biden's misguided and frankly, I think, unconstitutional mandate. So thank you for your efforts, and I'm very, very happy to be able to support that. You know, I'll say first that I think the U.S., in what we'd accomplished in developing a vaccine through Operation Warp Speed, was a remarkable achievement of science and of a system in our country that develops the best medical system and the best drugs from across the world. And to be able to do that in the amount of time that it was done and to manufacture those drugs in a large scale is nothing short of amazing. And personally for myself, my family, we've discussed this with our doctor. We got the vaccine early on when it became available, and I've encouraged Pennsylvanians to speak with their own doctors and make their own decisions about the direction they want to take. And many Pennsylvanians have. And I think Mr. Keller knows this as well. We now are at over 70% of our Commonwealth vaccinated, which begs the question for me, whatever happened to herd immunity? Whatever happened? Every one of us were in the room early on during this vaccine when we heard from Dr. Fauci and heard from other experts who talked about herd immunity. And they were talking about herd immunity being achieved when about 70% or even less after we learned that COVID was not as fatal as was originally feared. 70%. At that point, we could do away with government mandates. Many that were unnecessary in the first place, by the way. But we could reopen the economy and could control COVID. 70%. We're there. But nobody's talking about it anymore. CDC doesn't talk about it. This administration doesn't talk about it. What happened? And so I agree, there's got to be something else going on, and other speakers tonight have talked about it. There's got to be something more, and I fear it's control. It's control that people want. I think we should trust the science. I think we should listen to your medical professionals. Certainly shouldn't be government top-down mandates. I hear from employers every day who are worried that this mandate will further harm their ability to hire and retrain staff. They're already having a lot of problems due to some of the policies of this administration, but this will make it a lot worse. And I also hear from employees every day that are worried that this mandate may threaten their jobs and may threaten their livelihoods. I have been heartened that over half of states have sued the administration to reverse this mandate, and I've also joined with my Republican colleagues from Pennsylvania to call on our Attorney General in our state to join that litigation. So I stand ready to oppose this mandate, do everything that I can to block this and any vaccine mandates that this White House puts forth. So thank you, Mr. Keller, for your leadership. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield back.
I thank the gentleman from Pennsylvania, and I now